this is the Fiery Joker, and I'm sorry I haven't put a lot of videos out lately. It's because the Marine Corps has had me very busy because... The Marine Corps has had me very busy because of birthday ball season, and as you know, I'm in the band. I'm in the band, and as such, I have to travel all over the place, so I can't make videos as simple as unscripted. Fine, I'll review it! So this opens with a fake glimpse of Celestia actually doing her job.
News from Northern Equestria. I am simply to tell you that it has returned.
Ooh, so vague. Seriously, it? Come on, that's just silly. That could mean anything since she's 1,000 years old and has seen a lot. So how does Celestia know exactly what the guard is talking about? Stephen King tried that, and we all know how that ended up. Not too great.
Find Princess Cadence in shining armor.
So they weren't throwaway characters? Progress.
My dearest Twilight, you must come to Canterlot at once.
Wow, they ended on a suspenseful note. I'm shocked.
My little
Alright, we'll take the intro, put it there, and where's the next scene? Ah, there it is. And we'll take this and put it here. So we see the always overachieving Twilight being paranoid and anxious and abusing Spike along the way. You know, something different.
Twilight, calm down. It's just a test. Just a test? Just a test! Princess Celestia wants to give me some kind of exam and you're trying to tell me to calm down because it's just a test? Yes? I'd say she's handling things pretty well, considering.
Considering Lesson 0, yeah.
Are you sure you don't want me to go as well? Yes. Princess Cadence and shining armor are already there. The others will be joining them soon. The Empire's magic is powerful. It cannot fall again, my sister.
Wait a minute. Luna wants to get directly involved in saving Equestria and doesn't want to leave anything to chance? Move over, Celestia! This pony deserves the crown!
She will succeed at her task, and when she does, we'll know that she is that much closer to being...
Oh, Celestia and your tests! Seriously, what is it with you and being a troll teacher to Twilight? Don't you think it's a little irresponsible to hang the fate of empires on whether or not a unicorn learns a lesson about friendship when you can easily take care of the problem yourself? It's your fault Twilight's suffering an anxiety attack every other episode.
The Crystal Empire has returned. Few remember it ever existed at all. Even my knowledge of the Empire is limited.
Yeah, pay attention to that line. We'll be getting to it in a second. Hello, Planet Krypton.
1,000 years ago, King Sombra, a unicorn whose heart was black as night, took over the Crystal Empire.
That cannot seriously be his design. I mean, come on, look at it. It looks like the demonic love child of Sauron and Scar from The Lion King. It just screams, I'm a villain. And what is up with this evil fluorescent mascara? It looks like we were possessed by some flamboyant ghost. I'm sorry, I just can't take this thing seriously. There is nothing subtle about this character's design. It's so over the top and in your face that... Oh, it just hurts.
He was ultimately overthrown, turned to shadow.
Objection! If you personally stopped Lord Sombra, then how is your knowledge of the Crystal Empire limited? And also, another villain from 1,000 years ago that's so conveniently passed by unmentioned? Jeez, how many of these guys are there?
The Empire is filled with hope and love. Those things are reflected across all of Equestria. If hatred and fear take hold...
What the f was that? A spell fueled by hatred and fear? What is the backstory behind that? And where did Celestia... Okay, someone in that circle of writers write a backstory to that. That is interesting.
And when you do, I'll know you are ready to move on to the next level of your studies.
You know, Luna's frowny faces give me the feeling she's not exactly warming to this idea of Twilight advancing her studies. I wonder what that means anyway. Does it mean she's going to take on more mature morals? Does it mean that she's going to be given a higher position of power? Maybe she becomes an alicorn? Nah.
Twilight! That was fast. Let me guess, you got a perfect score. A-?
Twilight, stop keeping him in suspense. He's worried about you. What are you doing? Just waiting for the chance to do a musical number?
I was prepared to do my best. Thought prepared for...
Well, the song isn't terrible. It shows off some great animation, but as usual, the lyrics are too simple, and I don't think that Spike's repeats of Twilight's lines are really that necessary. And you know what? This song doesn't really feel necessary. I mean, it doesn't give us any insight into Twilight's character other than stuff that we already knew.
We're going to the Crystal Empire. Huh? And you all made fun of me for packing so many scarves.
Yeah, mind sharing them, Miss Element of Generosity? You know, sometimes I get the feeling that the writers are trying to get us to hate Rarity. So they meet Shining Armor, who I am happy to report is no longer the useless plot device he was in the Season 2 finale. For about 2 minutes. The smoke monster from Lost appears, we get a chase sequence, and Shining's rendered useless again.
Oh no! Shining Armor! Your horn!
Convenient.
Cadence! Oh! Sunshine, sunshine, ladybugs a wink. Clap your hooves and do a little shake.
Cadence has been able to use her magic to spread love and light. That seems to be what is protecting it. But she hasn't slept, barely eats.
So why doesn't Shining Armor put up the shield? I mean, his special talent is shield spells, so why can't...
I want to help her, but my protection spell has been countered by King Sombra.
Convenient. So Twilight does some investigative work, but she's coming up short.
I wish I could help you, but I can't seem to remember anything before King Sombra came to power.
Yeesh, he is the child of Sauron.
I see.
This is Pinky. I'm in.
A spy!
Great, now they've alerted the Pyros. Stick to being heavy, Pinky. You're not good at the spy. So they all give back together and give status updates on their lack of info.
Only thing I was able to get out of him was something about a library.
A library?
May I help you?
Yes, we're looking for a book.
We have plenty of those.
You do. You really do.
Hey, did you hear? Twilight likes books!
I can't seem to remember. I'm not sure I actually work here.
No?
So the ponies search for books and find the solution.
A crystal fair. According to this book, it was established by their first queen. We'll get started right away. Come on, Spike.
Then the show proceeds to give us an exposition dump. In musical form!
We have to get this right. Yes, we...
This one's kind of catchy, but like the previous one, it does feel a little pointless. I mean, yeah, it's better than telling us about the Empire, but there doesn't need to be a song here. It just feels like a song here was placed for the sake of having a song here. So the festival starts, and things actually start going well, and we get some comedic situations.
The whole purpose of the Crystal Fair is to lift the spirits of the Crystal Ponies so the light within them can power the Crystal Heart so that the Empire can be protected. I do work at the library.
Powering the heart?
I just can't believe you found it. King Sombra said he'd hidden it away where we would never see it again. I only hope it will still be as powerful after all these years.
Uh-oh!
Why did you... I think we may have a problem. There was a page missing. How did I not notice?
So the shield falters, and Sombra, very slowly, and without any urgency whatsoever, surrounds the Empire and gives Cadence enough time to put her shield back up. Wow, dude, you really suck at this villain game.
I have to find the Crystal Heart.
No, you stay here with Cadence.
I really love all the ways that the writers conveniently keep Shining Armor out of the plot. So while Shining Armor's being useless, Twilight goes to find the Crystal Heart while her friends try their best to keep the Crystal Ponies happy.
Twilight, wait! I'm coming with you.
You can't. I have to retrieve the Crystal Heart by myself.
What?
I have to retrieve the Crystal Heart by myself.
What?
I have to retrieve the Crystal Heart by myself.
What? No, no, and no. Twilight, the conflict of the first episode was you learning that friends can help you do things that you would never be able to accomplish by yourself. That was the first lesson you learned. Continuity, please?
Celestia's orders.
Celestia's orders? No, 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 no. She said nothing about you having to do this alone. If that were the case, then why send your friends, your brother, and your sister-in-law to help you? I'm sorry, but did someone just hit her with the idiot stick? Anyways, Twilight figures out where a secret passage is by... Exploit this, please, writers! Backstories, interesting situations, plot lines, do it! Now, to be fair, they actually do a little bit of exploiting in this particular episode, like here, where Twilight is forced to confront the thing she fears most.
It doesn't matter to me. You failed the test, Twilight. Not only will you not move on to the next level of your studies, you won't continue your studies at all.
You didn't say anything about no longer being your student if I failed.
Didn't I?
But what do I do now?
Your attempts to get me to like this are futile. I will not succumb to your stupid, emotionally compelling character psyche exploration. I will not succumb to your stupid, interesting delve into Twilight's character. Ugh!
Not gonna fail my test.
What's in there?
Stairs. Lots and lots of stairs.
Oh, please don't fall, otherwise I'll be forced to quote Homestuck. So the main six are running out of ways to keep up the Crystal Pony spirits. Oh, please go where I think this is going.
Yay, violence!
Somebody else who could take over the jousting demonstration with you?
The fate of an entire empire rests on us showing these ponies a good time. But, you know, if that isn't important to you...
Guilt tripping? Okay, that's a new low, even for you.
I am running out of weaving materials for the traditional crafts booth. I just made a hat out of 3 pieces of hay and a drinking straw. I made it work.
Huh, she can easily get a job at Team Fortress 2. Okay, so if Sombra can manipulate something like that through Cadence's love shield, then why doesn't he use them to kill Cadence so her shield falls? I would like this explained.
Here! You have to get out of there, Twilight! You have to be the one who brings the Crystal Heart to Princess Cadence.
Here's an idea, Spike. Why don't you do it? I mean, you never do anything useful throughout the show other than be Twilight's mail clerk, a wimpy punching bag emphasized for comedic effect, or the problem itself. Why don't you actually do something useful?
You have to be the one to bring the Crystal Heart to the fair.
And there we go. He said, wait, what? So, Spike, a minor character who's always been left out of the major plots, is now tasked with saving Equestria. Wow. And then Shining Armor is no longer useless. He suddenly takes an active role and throws his wife like Mr. Incredible. And Cadence is revealed to be the Crystal Princess. Oh, that actually explains a lot. Did he just die? Holy cow! He did! He died! He freaking died! Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? My Little Pony has killed a character by Princess Cadence. I'm sorry, my mind has just been blown. And then after that, we get a surprisingly mature moral.
Twilight, as I understand it, Spike brought Princess Cadence the Crystal Heart because you weren't sure how quickly you could find a way to escape the tower. You weren't willing to risk the future of the citizens of the Crystal Empire in an effort to guarantee your own. Far better that I have a student who understands the meaning of self-sacrifice than one who only looks out for her own best interests.
Then we close off with a reprise of the first song, and that's the Crystal Empire. Wow.
We have to get this right.
The best parts of the episode are the beginning and the end. The beginning has a ton of interesting exposition and character development, and the ending is just epic and surprisingly mature. The center, however, is a little dull. I don't think any of the songs were necessary and just sort of slowed down in the middle. There were times when I completely forgot what was at stake because of the drastic tone change. And speaking of Lord Sombra, this villain was pretty much Sombra. It is a nice change of pace to have a passive villain rather than an in-your-face one. His looming presence is a little intimidating, and it's interesting that he's the Lord of Shadows and Fear. But he's just sort of there. He could have easily been replaced with a natural disaster or some sort of ambient force. He didn't have to be a character. I, like so many others, would have liked to have him fleshed out more, rather than everything be hidden under 50 layers of implications and subtlety. Still, if Season 3 is starting like this, color me intrigued.
But I wasn't prepared for this.
I'm the Fiery Joker. And if advancing Twilight's studies means she's going to become an alicorn, I'm going to throw a hissy fit.
Cut!